Right. Let's start the revision, please. Can we revise the valuation of income from house property? Can somebody please revise?
Yeah, sure, Dheeraj.
Please.
Okay. So we have steps to be followed when we are calculating the house property income. First one is like we need to calculate the gross annual value, and then we have to less the tax, right? Tax paid paid on the property. Hello.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay. So we have to less that. Then we are going to get the net annual value. Net annual value.
Perfect.
Okay. So then after getting net annual value, we are going to again less the less or add. I'm not sure. We are going to add the something we are adding.
Less
profit. Less.
No,
okay.
Less
We are deducting something from net annual. What is that?
Can somebody else pitch in, please?
It's 30% of net annual value.
Perfect. And the other item?
And the other one is interest on borrowed capital.
Yes,
that
interest.
Can be, yeah.
Thanks, Bipin.
Yeah.
Okay. So to interest, yeah, final value we're going to get. But to calculate the gross annual value, we have to stick to the conditions. Like first, we need to identify the municipal value. It might be given in most of the cases, but still there is a first thing we have to check: municipal rent or municipal rate minus not minus municipal rate has to be compared with the fair value. Okay, fair rent. So whichever is higher, that value we are going to pick, and then this will be my revised fair value. This revised fair value will be compared with the standard rate, standard rent, and whichever is less, I'm going to pick that as my second revised value, revised fair value from step 2, and this will be compared with the actual rent. But there is a condition: if your actual rent is greater than your revised fair value, then we are going to take actual rent as my annual gross value. If my actual rent is less than my revised fair value, if it is due to vacancy,
okay,
then it will be actual value, actual rent. Okay. And if actual rent is less than my revised fair value due to other factors, then I'm going to take the revised fair value as my annual gross value.
Perfect. That's awesome. Yes, that is it. Okay, let me go to a provision of 1 second. Just let me pick any one of them.
Dheeraj, you did not share the interest to be added to the.
Sorry, come again.
House property. The interest part which has to be added to the house property.
That not added, it will be deducted. But we'll discuss it today only. Yeah, that's the agenda for this. Yes.
Sure.
That will actually take some time, so I had kept it separately only. We didn't have time last time. Yes. Can somebody please remind me of the provision for commuted pension?
Okay. So commuted pension is like when we have a gratuity for government employees, it is fully 100% exempted. For non-government employees, if gratuity act is applicable, then it's 1/3 of commuted pension divided by portion commuted. Okay.
Other one.
And the other one is if the gratuity law is not applicable, then it's 1/2 multiplied by pension commuted, commuted pension divided by portion commuted.
Perfect. Can somebody remind me of the calculation for agricultural income? The tax calculation when the agricultural income is there.
So first we take the agricultural income.
Yes.
And then the non-agricultural income. Then we add those both. And next we calculate the tax for that value for the less than 60 slab rate. And then we take the agricultural income plus the basic exemption limit. You calculate the tax on this, and you subtract these both taxes, and that is your answer. And then you add cess to this.
Perfect. Awesome. Along with it, there was another provision which was related to rubber, coffee, and tea. What were those percentages?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
for
was
rubber, go ahead. Josh, go ahead.
no, I don't remember actually. Go ahead, Sam.
Okay, for rubber, it is 65% agriculture income and 35% is business income. And for coffee, which is like grounded, not grounded, just crop. I don't know. There is just only two words: coffee, cropped and grounded. For that, it is 75%. And if it is coffee is grounded, rounded, something like 3-4 process which follows. For that, it is 60%, 60%, right? 60%, yeah, 60%. And the last one is tea related one. For that, it's again 60-40. 60% agriculture income and 40%
Perfect.
business.
Perfect. And those two are coffee grown and cured is the smaller one. Coffee grown, cured, roasted, and grounded is the bigger one. Okay. Now, can somebody? No problem. Can somebody please remind me the provision for gratuity?
Okay. Anyone wants to go?
So for government employees, it's exempted.
Perfect.
If we are a part of Gratuity Act,
yeah,
then it will be 15/26, 15/26 into number of years.
Yes.
Number of years of service.
Yes.
Or
no, basic salary and
into
DA
monthly salary.
Into monthly salary. And
yes.
The statutory limit is
20 lakhs. 20 lakhs.
Yeah.
Or actual whichever is lower.
Whichever is lower. Perfect.
The and other category? Non-gratuity act, it is 1/2. The 15/26.
Everything is same other than
15/26 into monthly salary. Yeah.
Can somebody please remind me of the provision for export profit? When a company is operated in SEZ, then how to calculate the exemption available to them under
Deduction,
section
right?
10AA.
Reduction.
Sorry, my bad. Deduction. Yes.
Okay.
Deduction.
So that is like turnover of per unit or SEZ unit, you can say, divided by total turnover of the business, multiplied by profit of the SEZ unit.
What does this calculate?
This is going to calculate the deduction.
No. This is calculating the export profit, right? After that, you apply the percentages. You remember those 3 categories of percentages?
Correct. Less than 5 years, 100% exempted.
Yes.
If it is like more than 5 years, it is 50%. And if it is more than 15 years or 15 years, it is like even less than 50%. Or it can be 25, we are not sure. So we'll just ignore that.
Okay.
So you mentioned it's deduction, Dheeraj. I still remember, like I had noted down somewhere.
It's deduction. It's deduction.
We are calculating deduction, right?
Yes. That is correct. So instead of saying 5, 10, 15, no, say first 5 years it's 100%. Next 5 it is 50%. Next 5 it is less than 50%. Some other conditions are there in that. Okay. All right. I'm stopping the revision here. We don't have much time today. So very quickly going to one of the provisions. Let me share my screen very quickly. 1 second, please. All right. Let us do a small analysis. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Suppose you had taken a loan. Suppose some year back, 2-3 years back, you had taken a loan of 6 lakh. Okay. Now, what happened is your year calculation is financial year, that is 1st April to 31st March. Have that in mind. 1st April to 31st March. Now the loan that you had taken few years back was 6 lakh. You are paying interest on it at the rate of 24%. At the rate of 24%. Yeah. At the rate of 24%. Now in this year, on 31st December, you paid out 3 lakh of it. What I said was some simple calculation. 6 lakhs of loan was there. Rate of interest is 20%. In this year, on 31st December, you have paid out 3 lakhs of principal amount. Can somebody please tell me what is the interest for this year? What is the interest for this year that you're going to pay for the whole year?
So 20%, right? Now it says 24% at 6 lakhs.
But Dheeraj, you, what is per month we are paying will have to be told, right? Or it's a
No.
lump sum payment?
Make it as lump sum payment.
Okay.
24%, right?
Sorry, come again.
Of 3 lakhs.
24%, right? You had already mentioned here like 6 lakhs at the
Please,
rate of
no,
21%.
please tell me the amount, please. Interest amount. Please calculate.
Okay.
Yeah.
For 3 lakhs, it is. So you want like interest amount?
Yes. Interest that you're going to pay for this year.
72,000, right?
72,000 is the incorrect answer, please. Anybody with a different answer?
54,000?
No, that is incorrect.
Dheeraj, could you please repeat the question once again? Like you said, like
so
for 6
2
lakhs.
years back, 3 years back, whatever, you had taken a loan of 6 lakh. You're paying 24% per annum interest on it. Since then, this year you paid out principal 3 lakhs out of it on 31st December. And your financial year is from.
But the interest is still there.
Sorry, come again.
So we have to compound it. I think that we paid 3 lakh principal. So the interest of the previous the 3 lakhs which is already paid off, that is still there. So it will be interest on 3 lakhs plus interest of the previous 3 lakhs.
Yes, you can go by that logic. But there are actually different approaches to solve this. So you can go by anyway. Just tell me the interest that you are reaching at. Sami, did you get that? Should I repeat the question once again?
Yes. So for 6 lakhs, like in past 2 years, it was 24% as the interest rate.
Yes.
Okay. So now out of this 6 lakhs, 3 lakhs has been already like deducted. Means
paid off.
We
paid
don't know
off.
what's,
And that is on
paid
31st
off.
December only.
Okay, 31st December.
Yeah.
So we need to find out what is the interest amount which has been charged.
Yes,
If
for this year.
If it is 3 lakhs for this year.
It's been 2 years, right?
It's been 2 years. Yeah.
Okay. I have to pay 4,44,000 is my principal for this year.
How did you reach at that? 4,44,000?
I calculated the interest accumulated over the last 2 years along with the principal amount. And then subtracted 3 lakhs, which is already paid from that.
No, that is incorrect. No. The calculation.
So Dheeraj, 3 lakh paid till 31st December this year.
No. Out of principal 6 lakh, no. 3 lakhs is paid off on 31st December. On 31st.
3 lakh is the one-time amount which got paid on 31st December.
Yes.
Till okay, and we are calculating for financial year, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Dheeraj,
Yes.
so you want to know after that total accumulation of interest.
Is
Okay,
it
they are-
1,26,000?
1,26,000 is the correct answer. Yes. Yes, Leo, please go ahead.
so these 2 years they have not paid anything, correct?
No, they have paid. They have paid. They have regularly
Okay.
paid. They have regularly paid. I'm
Okay.
just asking for this year. Only because there was some change in the principle this year. That's why that confusion is arising. So that's why I want to clarify that. That's all.
Okay. Okay.
Dheeraj, I am totally lost. Like,
No problem. No problem.
how did Shell got the correct answer? Like 1 lakh.
No, we'll do it. We'll do it. Not a problem.
It is
So for
1,20,000 or 1,80,000.
One
I
lakh
calculated
26.
9
Yes.
months he paid for 6 lakhs, and for 3 months he paid for 3 lakhs. That's how I calculate.
Yeah. That is absolutely correct. Yes. So 1,26,000 is the correct answer. If anybody has
1,26,000 is the correct. I also got the same. Yeah.
Yes, awesome. Yeah. For others, look at this. Okay. Now I'll repeat the situation once more. 6 lakh was the original loan on which we have been paying 24% interest. On 31st December of this year, 3 lakh was paid off. That means from 1st April to 31st December of this year, how much was the outstanding balance of the loan? Anybody?
3 lakhs, right?
6 lakhs.
No, 6 lakhs, right? Because on 31st December only we paid off, right?
36 lakhs, yeah.
Is that okay, Sami?
Okay, so he
Ah.
on 31st December, 3 lakhs is going to get paid, fully paid.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So 1st April to 31st December, the principal outstanding is 6 lakhs. However, from 1st January to 31st March, how much is the outstanding now?
3 lakhs.
3 lakhs. Everybody got this? Yes?
Yeah. So we are assuming that in the past 2 years we have not paid anything back.
No,
Not
we
the
have paid.
interest, right?
We have paid only interest portion, not the principal.
Okay, only interest. Okay.
Only interest portion we have paid. Yes.
Okay.
So interest rate remains same for both of them. Everybody agrees to it? Yes?
Yes.
Now, how many months 1st April to 31st December?
9 months.
9 months, yes? How many months 1st Jan to 31st March? 3 months?
3. Yeah.
Please calculate interest for both of these categories and add both of them. Please let me know if anybody is not getting 126.
So we have to multiply 24% into 6 lakhs into 9, right?
Into 9 by 12.
9 by 12, okay.
And should I repeat that calculation? That is simple interest calculation. We had that, I think, in first semester, I think, if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
I got it. Like out of 12 months, 9 months has been.
Yes, absolutely. Everybody got that, right? Why we do 9 by 12 there?
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, you do that calculation in both the cases and you will get actually a total of 1,26,000. Just I'll wait for 5 seconds in case anybody is not getting or stuck at any point or want to discuss something. Okay, now let me come back to the concept that we're going to discuss about interest on capital. So as you know, as we have discussed earlier, also there is this amount that is 2 lakhs that is available for us to take the benefit wherever we have taken a loan for building a house. Now, however, there is slight complication in some scenarios. I'll tell you the complication, you tell me the answer to it, okay? Then I'll tell you the provision. Suppose you started constructing a business in 2017. I'm not even telling you the dates and all. Okay, let me start writing below. 1 second. Okay, 2017 you started construction of a building. Now, on that year itself, you took the loan of 20 lakhs, suppose. Now, on 2017 only you took the loan, okay? So from 2017 only, you must have been paying the interest. Suppose interest is at the rate of 10%, for example, 2 lakhs per annum. Okay. Now, in 2017, will you take deduction for the interest that you are paying on the loan.
Dheeraj, can you please repeat that once?
Yes. Construction started on 2017. You took a loan of 20 lakhs in 2017. Loan is at the rate of 10%. What I'm asking is, will you take the deduction for the interest on loan in 2017? Very simple
Yes,
question.
it
Yes.
depends on the
You'd,
month,
you'd
like, on
obviously
which
want
month
to.
year.
You'd obviously want to, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah, yeah. Anybody with a different answer?
I think they calculate it from the date of completion, right?
That is correct. I'm reaching there. I just wanted to give that logic so that it's easier to remember. So, as you said absolutely correctly, if you think about it, your construction has just started. It has not been even completed yet. Yet, the loan that you have taken on it, you want to take interest on it as a deduction. That is not allowed. Income tax department says, no, only after the property is constructed, then only we will let out the property, then only you will have some income on it, then only will allow you the deduction for the interest. Everybody agrees to this? That makes sense? Perfect. Now in 2017, you will not be allowed any deduction for that. But suppose your construction completed in 2020. So it took 3 years. 3 years, how much of interest you must have paid at the rate of 10%? 6 lakhs, right? 2 lakhs multiplied with a simple calculation. I'm not complicating it by introducing compounding interest or annuity or EMI concept. I'm not bringing in all of that. I'm just simple interest. I'm calculating 20 lakhs, 10%, 2 lakhs per year. 3 years have passed. So it is 6 lakhs. What about the 6 lakhs? So if the government is giving benefit for interest on loan and unnecessarily the 6 lakh we have paid as interest, then there is no point of this benefit, isn't it? So what the government department says, the income tax department says is, we will allow you the deduction from the year it is completed, but whatever interest is you have paid during the year, from the year you have started the construction till the year the construction is completed, that will be allowed to you, but from the year of completion. I'll repeat that. What will happen in this case is, whatever low interest amount that we have already paid, that is 6 lakhs, that will be allowed from the year 2020 only. Makes sense, right? That is a benefit given. I mean, obviously the assessee is paying some interest, he should be given benefit for it. But they do not allow that benefit to be given from 2017. Instead, they are starting from 2020. Otherwise, imagine what will happen. If they start giving from 2017, no. Anybody will start the construction, take a big loan out of it and take the benefit in the income tax. Whether they complete, do not complete, nobody will care.
Okay.
So it is simple, like whenever it is occupied, then only it's like chargeable. Like we can claim the interest.
Absolutely. So anything that you are paying as an interest, that benefit is available to you, but they're just postponing it to the year it is completed. Is that okay? Any questions on this?
Completed means that they'll provide the year, right? The year of completion of the construction.
Everything will be given in the question. Yes.
Or the
No, here deduction means like whatever the interest they are paying till the date of completion, that will get deducted. The interest.
I'm coming there.
Okay.
I'll tell. Yes. So the amount I haven't talked about yet. Amount I'll give you the logic. But at least the logic you understand that the deduction is given, but just the year is postponed. The start year is postponed. Now coming to the amount very quickly, the amount is whatever interest that you have paid during that particular period from the date of construction till the date of completion. You accumulate that, divided it by 5. That will be allowed in 5 consecutive years. So what will happen? 6 lakhs divided by 5, that comes to 1.2, I think, if I'm not wrong. Yes, 1.2 lakhs will be allowed in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. So that will be divided in 5 years. No matter how much your construction has taken, doesn't matter. It will be allowed in 5 years. Is that okay, everybody?
Interest means what exactly is it? The same one, like 2 lakhs maximum interest we can claim? Is it the same thing?
Yeah, exactly the same.
Okay, so only 1.2 we can based on the
Yes.
loan amount.
Yeah.
So Dheeraj,
Please.
in that case, if we have, suppose 6 lakhs is getting divided into 5 years,
Yeah.
so my exemption limit, which is there,
Yeah.
which is 1.5 lakhs
Yeah.
or 2 lakhs, whatever be, it
Yeah.
will be enhanced to 1.2 plus whatever 2 lakhs it is, right?
No. Your total interest will never be more than 2 lakhs. Deduction
No, but-
for interest on capital, sorry, interest on loan. Deduction
No,
for,
but I'm taking benefit of the earlier years, right?
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Your per year deduction limit is 2 lakhs only. Interest.
Per
For
year is
interest.
okay, but
So suppose in this year, suppose this loan would have been instead of 6 lakhs, it would have been, let me revise it to 25 lakhs. Sorry, the interest, accumulated interest, it would have been 25 lakhs. So per year it comes to somewhere around 5 lakhs, isn't it? 5 lakhs would not be allowed. Limited to 2 lakhs only.
No, but what happens to the year between 17 and 20? Because that's the accumulated one, right?
Yes. True.
So does it continue for another year? Like anything that is pending from this year 2020, will it be carried forward? No.
So are you talking about the year 2020 year interest only? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, see, 2 lakhs, like you said, 24, let's take 25 lakhs as 5 years or 3 years, or 6 lakhs is, let's go with 6 lakh calculation.
Yeah.
For 2017 to 2023 years, accumulated is 6 lakhs.
Yes.
And beyond, so 6 lakhs, so 17, 18, 19.
Yeah.
3 years, 6 lakhs.
Yeah.
20, another 2 lakhs will come.
Yes, I'm coming there. Another 2 lakhs will come. Absolutely. So along with this, as you said correctly, if you have not paid off the loan yet, obviously you will be paying low interest amount for this year also.
Yes.
Right? As you said correctly. So that will again be added in this one. Because in the beginning only when we discussed, we said that the loan is just, the deduction is only postponed. So whatever interest that you're paying from the year it is completed, that will be allowed either way. Now this one, another additional benefit given is those 3 years or whatever number of years for which the construction was going on, but the completion was not done, for that many years, in 5 installments that will be allowed. That is separate. But in a particular
that's
year,
what I'm saying.
Yes.
2020 ka 2 lakhs plus 1.2 lakhs of earlier year should be allowed, right?
That no. Let's
Only
talk
2
about the
lakhs will
amounts
be
first. No. Let's talk about the amounts
Okay.
first. Then we'll go to the limit. Okay. Then we'll go to the limit. Now, what I told was, as Shell very nicely introduced, in 2020, 1.2 is the 1/5 of the accumulated interest. Everybody agrees, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
In 2020, you will also pay normal interest of 2 lakhs. Yes? Same thing happens for all the rest of it also. All the rest of the years. Now, how much is the total interest now? 3.2. Yes? You compare this value with your limit given in the income tax. So now 3.2 is limited to 2 lakhs only. Only 2 lakhs will be allowed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Dheeraj, one more question. Is it only for 5 years this is divided, or it can be even 6th or
Only 5
extended?
years. Only, always 5 years. No matter
Oh,
how many
okay.
years of completion is done, even if you have completed
Okay.
in 1 year also, even then the number of years you will be distributing it is 5 years. Yes.
Okay, so I have a quick question. Like, let's assume, as Tel mentioned, 25 lakhs. Like, if you take 25 lakhs, so 5 lakhs will be the amount of interest which is like deducted. But the thing is, only 2 lakhs can be claimable, maximum limit. So 3 lakhs is like loss, right? It 3 lakhs we are not able to claim anything, right?
Not
So-
necessarily loss, I would say, but yeah, okay, I got your point. Yeah, please.
Right. So 3 means in 5 years still the loan is not been recovered by the bank from that person. He has like opted for 20 years of repayment of that loan, right? So what about the remaining 15 years? He's not going to get any benefit of the 2 lakhs exemption, 2 lakhs interest of amount.
No, for the rest of the 15 years, this portion will be there. No. We talked about two categories. One category was that accumulated interest is distributed in 5 years. Yes. The other category was the normal interest that he is paying in those years. Right?
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
that will continue, no, in those 15 years. That will be allowed.
Swami, even in our case, what happens is, say we have taken a loan of 50 lakhs and then we end up paying more than 2 lakhs as interest. We only
Correct.
get deduction of 2 lakhs.
Yeah.
Correct.
So that anyway goes away. So my only problem was that since we are taking for earlier year where we should have got 2 lakhs anyway, that is not being given here, but
No,
we just have 2 lakhs as a limit.
Very true. Very true. Yes. Yes.
Dheeraj,
So, please.
I have two questions.
Okay.
One is this 2 lakhs cap is the deduction, right?
Yes. Deduction on. Yes.
Okay. So if my outstanding loan amount is anyway lower than 6 lakhs, which means that sorry, if it is if it is lower than 6 lakhs, that means that at least some part of the previous year's benefits I may be getting, because if it is coming to lesser than 2, then I can have some deduction of the previous years, but when it was in under construction, right? So
Correct.
in that case, if I pay off my loan in less than 5 years, I will not be reaping all the benefits, right? So should I be delaying my loan repayment to at least 5 years if it is less than 6 lakhs?
Again, you are
Or will
taking
it
this
in the
interest
long
rate.
run it will not be beneficial?
You're taking this interest rate as a standard. Again, interest rate
It
varies
depends
from.
on the interest rate. So
Absolutely. Because, but I understood your logic. I mean,
Mhm.
considering this interest rate, what you are saying makes sense. But again, if you're talking about from practical sense, you have to look at it overall view, and the interest is not calculated like this when you take a loan. You must have realized that, right? Your interest varies from year to year. You have to actually look at the interest, exact interest that is given in your loan statement. So, and go from there on.
Lose interest, like it is floating interest and fixed interest, right? If it is fixed interest, let's take in this example, it is fixed interest 10% every year.
But the
So there's
amount varies, right? Because you
Sami,
keep paying principal.
Correct. Principal amount we are paying it.
No, sell 1 second.
Amount will be there.
Sell 1 second. Sami, fixed interest and floating interest concept, it is completely different than what you said. Okay. So fixed interest can be taken in an annuity form, that is in an EMI payment. Fixed interest, as I'm repeating that, fixed interest can be taken in an EMI format of loan. Floating interest can also be taken in an EMI format of loan. So the concept is fixed interest is where your interest rates or the interest is calculated on a particular interest 6%, 7%. But whenever you pay a EMI, your principal reduces. Because your principal reduces, your interest amount will also reduce every month, not even year, every month. In floating interest, what happens? What I said for fixed, it happens already, along with another thing happens. Every year or every time a particular interest change, labor change, other stuff are there, other factors, your interest rate also changes along with your principal. So what you are saying now, based on that fixed interest, so it will always be remaining 1.2, that is incorrect. No. Even it is 6% fixed for the whole year, still your interest amount will change every month. That is because of the concept of annuity. Okay. So, so again, if we think about the practical sense, that's what is the case. If you want to do that, you have to go individual case basis. How much is your, how many years will you take for the construction, and based on that, how much of deduction are you having, how much interest will you be left with for a particular year, and how much is the balance left out of 2 lakhs, so that you can utilize the earlier years